stolen vehicle with 3 occupants on board. Pursuit's been going on for at least the last 15 minutes, I believe. The vehicle, again, a stolen vehicle coming up to Katella. He's turning that turn pocket there. Let's see if he makes a U-turn or makes that left turn. He's going to make a left turn onto Katella from State College. He's got the 5 freeway up ahead in about a mile, passing these apartment complexes here, and is going to continue. There he goes. He's going towards the 5 freeway. He's got his hazards on. Pursuit made its way up to the Diamond Bar area, came back into Orange County. I believe the pursuit started in the Orange County area, as you see the CHP helicopter passing through the screen. Let's see what he does. He might go up to 5. We'll know here in just about a quarter mile if he's going to take that 5 freeway or not. Westbound on Katella, he's heading towards Disneyland. And stopping for the lights. He's not running the red lights, not very fast speeds right now. He was actually driving the freeway speeds when we got eyes on it just past the 91 freeway. California Highway Patrol sitting back. Okay, can we hold here for a second? Because he's gonna. And there he goes, the light turns green. He's not running the lights. He's not going on the wrong side of the road. He's accelerating a little bit here, but not too drastically. He's got the 5 freeway up ahead, and we'll see if he does the 5. Through that intersection, and there's the freeway. He's going to go popping out. Yeah, I'm shooting that behind us, 6 o'clock. He's going to continue, not jumping on the 5. He's going towards Disney. Katella Avenue borders Disneyland on the south side of it, and he's approaching that area. Going to be heavily congested with a lot of foot traffic, a lot of the people attending Disneyland, a lot of foot traffic at Harbor Boulevard and Katella. Anaheim Police Department, this is in their jurisdiction right now. The California Highway Patrol right now behind the vehicle. Let's not go any further north, Tim. Let's go left because I'm going to lose him. Yeah. Who are you looking for? The pursuit? It's 7 o'clock. He's on this major out my door. There's Anaheim PD jumping into the pursuit here. We have some weather to contend with. That's what you're seeing there, the clouds passing through our lens here. But these westbound Katella, and we'll be approaching Harbor Boulevard here in just a second, where all the heavy foot traffic will be. Yeah, he's stopping right there in the middle of the street. Not sure why. The California Highway Patrol now dropping out of the pursuit and handing it over to the Anaheim Police Department. Here comes Harbor Boulevard. He's going to go through and continuing on from Harbor westbound on Katella. Orange County Sheriff's helicopter now overhead calling the pursuit along with the CHP aircraft. You got Anaheim Police in pursuit of this vehicle passing by Disneyland. You see the line of palm trees there and the vehicle passing by the convention center. Losing him behind the palm trees here for a second, but he'll pop out. You see the unit there directly behind the vehicle. He's coming up to West Street. And he can go north or south on West, but it looks like he's going to stay on Katella, at least for the time being. Again, stopping short of the intersection. I'm not sure why. It's a little bit of a strange activity here. Again, a stolen vehicle. We're hearing 3 occupants from the California Highway Patrol. That's the information they were talking about. And now coming up to West Street. And he's going to keep on westbound Katella through that intersection at West, and he's going to be heading towards Euclid next. Euclid will be the next major street that runs north-south. Coming up on Walnut, westbound Katella at Walnut, again, slowing down short of the interchange, or intersection, I should say. No traffic ahead of him, but he's doing this. He's stopping, you know, about 100 or so feet from the crosswalk and just staying there and waiting for the light to turn. Anaheim police standing back. You see how many units there? Looks like 6 at least behind the vehicle, black sign. I'm going to zoom in the meantime as he's standing still. But because we're over the Disneyland area, we have to be above a certain altitude because of the flight restriction for Disneyland. So we have clouds below us, and so far they're not getting in the way a whole lot. But westbound Katella from Walnut. Oh. Cool. And he's approaching, will be Euclid next, but a little bit of strange activity with the stopping before the intersections. I guess it's a lot better than what we saw earlier in the pursuit out of Corona. Driver here driving at about 35, 40 miles an hour. 6 Anaheim police units behind the vehicle, failing to yield. Okay, thank you. Once again, coming up to, this should be Euclid. And again, stopping away from traffic. The police stopping away from the suspect vehicle. Okay. Got a cloud in our way right now as we try to get beyond that. Hey, you broke, Jack. Say again? Okay, understood. Copy that. Understood. Thank you. Copy that. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Wow. Understood. Westbound Katella and coming up to Euclid again. Strange behavior, staying away from traffic. The good news is, well, we're learning now from our assignment desk, Jack Noyes is telling me that this pursuit started out of San Bernardino, and the driver may be armed with a handgun. So that explains why the police are keeping their distance, at least for now. The good news is this driver isn't driving up behind people with a potential loaded handgun or a handgun in his possession. He's swerving a little bit, getting a little erratic there. It is Anaheim westbound Katella. Will be Brookhurst next. Will be the next major. If he continues on this path, he'll end up in Stanton, the city of Stanton. But for now, he's still in Anaheim. Okay, thank you. Yes, sir, Tim Deckett. Thank you. Three occupants in the vehicle, 3 occupants in the car. We're understanding from the California Highway Patrol information. Anaheim PD has taken it over now that it's on surface streets, and they are keeping their distance just to be safe because of that potential handgun that's on board this black Scion. Approaching yet another intersection here, and again, he's staying a distance away from some of the cars. He's going to try to go in that turn pocket. Well, now he's creeping up onto those cars, so that Jeep and the other car getting out of the way here. Try to get a peek inside the vehicle. Tinted windows in the back. Really? Almost looks like the driver has a vest on or something there, yellow, maybe a tank top. It's hard to tell. Hazard lights on, and vehicle just waiting for the light to change. Anaheim police keeping their distance there. They have one of the units with the door open in case the guy jumps out and runs. Again, we understand there could be as many as 3 people in the vehicle. Westbound Katella at Brookhurst in Anaheim. And here he goes. He's going to make a move here into the turn pocket. And through the light, he said, forget it, I'm done waiting. Anaheim police blocking that intersection to be very safe. Actually, this is actually Garden Grove. He's actually in the Garden Grove area now, out of Anaheim, in Garden Grove, right on the border actually. So we'll see if he goes south, he'll be Garden Grove. If he continues west, I believe it will stay Anaheim. In the turn pocket again here, the driver might be making a U-turn or going into a neighborhood. Let's see what happens. And no, he's making that U-turn back eastbound Katella, back towards Disneyland. Look at the line of police cars behind this pursuit. Slow speed chase so far out of San Bernardino. Stolen vehicle, 3 occupants. Look at this, he was acting like he's going to pull over. Maybe he will, or turn in. Turning into a shopping center. I believe this is on the corner of Brookhurst. Katella west of Brookhurst into a busy shopping center here. You see the signs there of the businesses that are here. There are quite a number of people in this shopping center. And now he's just going to creep through here. Right in front of Crunch Fitness, he's going to pull into the handicap spot here, and this might be it. A lot of people there. They need to get out of there. You see those two women there. They're very cautious. Door opening. Another guy there. There are people now scattering, understanding what this is. Officers with their guns drawn. The driver with his door open. We're going to keep a bit of a wide shot here in case it gets a little violent. The dog coming out of the canine vehicle. Right in front of the Crunch Fitness, you see some people coming out of the front door, not knowing what's going on. The dog getting into position, the driver with the door open, with his hand out the window, he's complying. Oh, no, don't close the door. He closes the door. It's not what the officers want. Here comes a vehicle right behind. We got a cloud. Hey, Tim, can we clear up the cloud or no? It's moving, okay. Okay, understood. Vehicle coming right up behind him. He's got nowhere to go now. We got some weather here that's supposed to get out of our way here shortly. The driver, having the door open momentarily, closes it. They move this SUV behind that Scion, nowhere to go. And now it has turned into a bit of a standoff. Brookhurst. Crunch. Four minutes to the top. Say again? Yeah, it is. Oh no, this is actually pretty good. Okay. Guns drawn, canine out, a lot of officers here. The Scion there in that handicapped parking spot in front of Crunch Fitness. People inside, confused about what's going on. It's a police chase out of San Bernardino, and this guy pulls up and parks it. Two minutes to top. Door coming open. Driver now again with his hands up. Oh man, don't do it. I'm ready. Ready, Jack. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, that's horrible. Wow. Oh. Huh? No. Okay, Jack, thank you for that. Yeah, I am. When I zoom in, it's going to get dark at the end of the lens. Yeah. Sorry, but thank you. Yeah, I'll work it as I zoom. Ten. Jonathan and Kathy, you're looking at the Crunch Fitness at the corner of Brookhurst Street and Catella Avenue. This pursuit coming to an end here right in front of that fitness center. This pursuit started in San Bernardino, a stolen car. Let me push in here and show you that black Scion there in front of the SUV. Now that driver and two other passengers, we understand, inside that vehicle. The vehicle may have a handgun in the vehicle. The Anaheim police have been very cautious with this driver. When he pulled in here, he pulled in at a slow rate of speed. People were coming out of the gym, finishing their exercising, and didn't know exactly what was going on. They quickly understood and scattered, ran back in, some ran away. But right now it's a standoff with the driver and potentially two other people inside that black Scion. Again, possibly armed with a weapon. And again, this pursuit out of San Bernardino came down the 57 freeway. That's where we picked it up coming into Anaheim. He made his way down to Catella and exited actually Orangewood, and then made his way over to Catella, went by the Disneyland area, and then ended up here in the Anaheim Garden Grove border, basically at this big shopping center. I'll actually come out and show you what we have here. A lot of vehicles in the parking lot here, and you see the response by the Anaheim Police Department right now. But again, the suspect failing to comply with the into a tighter shot. So you see that driver, he's got his hand up over his head. Now, when he pulled in here, he did open the door and then quickly closed it after about a minute or two, and then was not complying with officers, still not complying. They want him to come out, throw the keys out, and exit the vehicle and lay down and surrender. But at this point, well, he's kicking his legs out, so we'll see. He did this before, but he went back into the car, so we'll see what happens.
This is the most progress we've seen, Kathy.
Yeah, it is. It looks like he has his hands up behind his head, and Gil, the K9 unit is there as well, right?
Yeah, let me come over here, Kathy, and show you. We have officers in different positions. I think they moved the K9 to another location here as I was tied in. But look at this. Here comes the driver finally coming out. Hands up. He does have a strange shirt on there. It looks like maybe a vest, fluorescent color vest there. But he's got his hands up. Complying finally now with the officers. They pulled in that black undercover unit there behind the car to block it in. But now the driver complying with the officer's demands. He's surrounded. He has nowhere to go and will soon be in custody, but then they'll have to clear the vehicle, and as many as two other people possibly in there, according to the California Highway Patrol. When they were on the pursuit down the 57 freeway, they pointed that out, that there was two on board. So again, a stolen vehicle out of San Bernardino ending up here at the boundary of Garden Grove in Anaheim, Catella, and Brookhurst in front of the Crunch Fitness Gym. And the driver now moving into position to be taken into custody by the Anaheim Police Department.
Yeah, and I'm sure Anaheim Police, they're going to be extra careful because, as you said, he's already played cat and mouse with them once, looking like he was going to surrender, but then didn't.
Yeah, exactly, Kathy. In fact, this was a slow speed chase with the driver stopping at every light, as compared to the pursuit that we had earlier in the day where the driver was driving over 100 miles an hour, running red lights, actually ran into that home in Monrovia that we saw earlier, actually running in and assaulting the woman that lived there, pulling her hair out, we understand, as he confronted those people inside their very own home. So this, in comparison though, very much slower pace, stopping at all the lights. In fact, he stopped well before each intersection and then waited for the light to turn red.
And Gil,
Green.
in a situation like this, as they're trying to get this man to surrender, do they have to approach the other people in the vehicle as if they may be armed as well?
Absolutely. They don't know who has the weapon. We understand, according to the information we're getting, that the car did have a gun in it, possibly a weapon inside of it. So the Anaheim Police Department has been very cautious as they were following the vehicle. They kept their distance every time he'd come to a stop. So they're going to go and clear this guy, get him into custody, or at least get him on the ground and then call out the other ones. We'll see exactly how they're going to do it. But it looks like they're calling this driver back to this position. There's the K9 unit. I'll push in and show you at the ready there in case there's a problem. You see the K9 unit there at the front of those vehicles. So they're the ones that are commanding the driver here to back up and surrender, lay down on the ground, possibly, or back up all the way to them. In the meantime, the people inside the vehicle, possibly two more, waiting to be pulled out.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on it. We'll get back to it if anything happens. Thank you, Gil. Meanwhile, there was this.
Try to ram him? No, no!
That's
approaching him. Oh, he's going to be taken down by the dog. Dogs are going to take him down. Officers with a shield there. Approaching the car now. Driver in custody. They have their shields. They're going to go and look. Opening the back door. It looks like it's empty. No two others, just the driver. Oh, that's a change. Yeah, they said 3. And there he is, the driver in custody, complying, then not complying. Then finally they said enough's enough. They send in the dog takes him to the ground. Officers arrest him. They check the car, no two other people. There was just the driver only. So a little confliction there in the information, whether there was more people than just the driver on board. But in any event, this pursuit's over here in Anaheim, Garden Grove area. People that were inside the Crunch gym, their fitness gym, they were sheltering in place during this termination of the pursuit, coming out now. Yes, sir. Okay, Jack. Okay. We are done, Tim. Or return to base. Oh,